Because I don't know what you use, but I have not heard of anybody that's done this and didn't get that.
That's what they said about this other product. Dr. Natura, it was a tea, a ceiling list. I mean, we did it religiously for 2 months so that you
Now, let me ask you this, based on what you know, did it have the components that I mentioned?
Yeah.
It had all of them.
It had a tea, it had those herbs in a powder that we took in the morning with orange juice and what was the third step? Oh, the pills. There was a probiotic to put the good stuff back in, and you took it all in the perfect sequence so that you weren't flushing out all your good stuff. I should have had that.
I cannot say. Another thing that I would say in regards to that, all herbs are not alike.
So the quality of them may not have been.
The quality of the herb.
Even if it was the same.
Even if it's the same herb.
It could have been from a bad source.
If they get a cheap, some companies go the cheap route because they can make more profits by using an inferior product.
Have you ever thought maybe that you were healthy enough and you didn't?
But I thought I was healthy, but like you said, you eat healthy and you still got that colon-shaped object. And I have eaten healthy. I grew up with a garden in the backyard and all that stuff, but I still eat hamburgers and chicken and all that stuff growing up, and I'm 38 now. I did that when I was 36. I should have had some serious.
You should have had something come out of there. And I can't speak particularly about the one you're talking about, but when I deal with herbs and things like that, I deal with companies that have high quality. I may spend more for them, but I know I'm going to get the results.
Yeah.
So there are companies that have higher ethical standards as far as where they get their herbs from and how they grow them. I remember one particular time dealing with an illness, and I was using golden seal, and wasn't getting the results. And then I realized by tasting it, oh, this isn't cheap. You can taste it was bitter, but it was mildly bitter. Golden seal, when it's real good, it's pungent. So there's a difference in herbs. So that may be the situation. But I'm sure you got some results from it, but it just didn't get what you were looking for.
With this package, do you have that detox thing, like you've got the flu and you're tired and you get the brain fog when you're detoxing too much, too fast? They call it die-off. Or...
Well, no, you don't get that because it has it has everything to work to prevent that from happening.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't get that detox feeling because it has all the synergistic support mechanisms to prevent that from happening. When you get that detox feeling, is basically because stuff is being released too quickly into the system and there's no system to handle it. There's nothing to grab. It's like a baseball player getting up the bat and then 100 pitchers throw the ball at him at the same time. He can't hit all the balls. Nor can the catcher catch all the balls. So you gotta have something that's gonna grab all the stuff that's released. And that's what gives you that toxic blood.
This also gives you energy.
It gives you energy because you naturally get energy, not simply because of nutrition, but simply because the liver is detoxifying and the cells can work better and more efficient. That's where the energy comes from.
We're going to have to cut it because it's time. But anybody that has questions, ask him afterwards. But don't keep him too late because he's got to go to work tomorrow. And I know you guys do too. But there's a cup over there. I hate to just put a cup out. I'm sorry, you guys. But there's a cup over there for donations. And Anthony, would you give us your website on here?
Okay, let me give that to you. It is wellness at IHBS, that's B as in boy, IHB as in boy, IHBS as in Sam. Ministries. Ministries with an I-E-S at the end.
No dot.
No dot. Ministries. .org. O-R-G. M-I-N-I-S-T-R-I-E-S. He's putting those on. I have I'm going to pass this out. If any of you all are interested in that product, raise your hand and I'll give you one of these. That's it. That's it.
Does the W have to be capitalized?
No.
Nope, you don't have to capitalize it. So just fill those out, put your information on there. Anyone else over here? Now, that's a good question. She asked a question about interfering with your life. By profession, I am a licensed physical therapist assistant. And I do home health. And I go from house to house. I did this cleanse going house to house. And I was okay. But I tell you what I did do. There are certain bathrooms that I know in town that were clean. There's a Shell gas station. I knew it was a clean Shell gas station. They keep it clean. So I knew where my pit stops would be. You know, so I had no problem. There's